I don't play for money. Never have, never cared for it, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, would give it up just to play this game. So I yeah. So I allow that to the business people to say what it's worth, what they're supposed to give a quarterback of my play, a person of my play, leader of my play, I guess you can say. And for me, it's about, as I said, control. I can control and handle that part, and the rest will take care of itself.
Hey,
But
what
you
part did
know,
I leave out on? Because my joint broke up.
you were talking about the fact that Hurts understood how to read a defense, and Dak Prescott is a
Yeah,
jackass.
yeah.
Dak is a
He
10-year MVP quarterback with 2 number 1 receivers, but he can't beat a zero blitz. What 10-year veteran can't beat a zero blitz? That's petty cake all day for a high school quarterback.
Just throw it at Pickens every time. I don't care. That's all
You're
you
right
got to
about that. And the zero coverage, I'm throwing the Pickens all day. You're
do.
absolutely
Every
correct.
time. Just whatever happens after that. You did the right thing.
But Dak tried to blame the coaches. You saw his press conference? Well, we need
I
to
ain't
make
see it.
adjustments. The coach ain't give me the right play. How the coach gonna give you a piece
The
of
coach
play?
didn't give him the right play. Yo, it's JB the Cowboy fan, and yes, sir, I'm back with another one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my subscribers. Appreciate y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my new subscribers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all. Man. Oh, yeah. First off, let me give a shout out to Dak Delusional fans with more excuses. He was on my live the other day. And we were talking about how Dak Prescott, a 10-year vet, and still don't know how to damn beat a zero cover, blitz coverage. But he said something about his post game interview he had, how the coach didn't give him the right play. So we're gonna let me let me get right to this clip, man. This interview. I looked at like the first like 40 seconds or something. Then I had to stop. So I'm kind of looking at some of this, like for the first time. But a small piece of the beginning I saw. But the most of the video, this is my first time watching it. So we're gonna see what let's see what this guy was talking about. Hold on, let me come up out of that. Let me do it this way. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna do it this way then. All right, let's get it.
Yeah, the zero that we talked about just throughout the week gave it to us a bunch. We didn't have a good enough answer, and when you don't have good.
Hold up, goddamn! Right from the grip. Right from the rip. They worked on zero coverage all week. They worked him and Shoddy. Worked on zero coverage the whole week. And they still couldn't figure out how to beat it. Now, goddamn, how hard is it to beat zero coverage? You can hit your wide receiver on a deep post, right up the middle. Or you can find a way to get your tight end to run straight up the middle down the seam. You got to attack that coverage deep, Dak Prescott. How come a 10-year vet and this coach that's supposed to been changing the culture or whatever the fuck, they couldn't team up in their minds and figure out how to beat zero coverage? But let's get the rest of this right here.
Good enough answer for that, especially against Flores. You're going to see it again and again. And yeah, that's what happened. They did a great job of the back end, right, playing with vision. So it made it tough to get to the beaters, normal zero beaters when they're playing man, looking at the man, but they're looking at the quarterback, and so they're gonna rally.
Hey man, to me it sounds like he don't know how to read it. It's clearly you hit the post. It's clear you attack that particular defense deep in the passing game. I mean, there are no safeties back there, Dak Prescott. Do you know what zero coverage mean?
When you throw it underneath and you don't have time to get it past them, they did a good job.
You're not supposed. You're not. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. This shit is crazy. You're not supposed to be throwing it underneath. That is not how you beat zero coverage.
Adjust fast enough or come up with something good enough to scare them out of it, and we saw it the whole game.
Talked earlier this week about having to win out to give yourself a chance to make the playoffs. What's the goal now?
No, I mean it's professionals. You're a professional football player. Like, you got to come to work and give your absolute best, regardless. Unfortunately,
hold up, Dak. Did you give your absolutely best? Cause goddamn, you ain't thrown not one touchdown in that game versus Minnesota. Not one. Brandon Arby put up 14 points, and you ain't put up shit. It seemed like everybody around them comes out and do their best and put up their best work, but him. But yet everybody else get the blame when we lose.
Sure, the playoffs are out of the picture, but it's about taking pride in who you are as a man, and not only that, in your job and everything that's gotten you to this point. I mean, I know for a lot of guys and just the business of the world, right? Like, that's interviews for some people. Like, you can't just give up. You can't just stop. You can't just say, "Oh, we're not going to playoffs." Like, it's the National Football League. I just saw a team Thursday night, that's not going to playoffs, beat a good team and knock them out. So we've got to show up and just do our job. We got to show up and do our job, and that starts throughout the week. And when you get to the game days, it's a celebration of the hard work that you've put in through your preparation. So nothing's going to change for me, and that's going to be my influence as a leader. My message to anybody around me is taking pride in who you are as a man and who you are as a football player, and the job responsibility that you have. And what that entails is giving your best every day. And if you don't, you probably won't be in.
Hold on. How is this guy saying you got to give your best every day, and if you don't, you basically out of here? You mean to tell me you as a 10-year vet gave your best against Minnesota, dude? You think you gave your best throughout this whole season? You think what you put up for the 2025 season was your best at Prescott? Am I missing something here?
Dak Prescott with ESPN. What is it? You leave here after Thanksgiving, beating the Chiefs, and now here you are back under 500. Can you just talk about the range of emotions here in the last how many days that's been?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, hard to even go back to those highs. But yeah, I mean, you beat two good teams, beat the two Super Bowl teams here, in a matter of 9 days, something like that. And then, you go on the road and have to play a really good team.
This dude here, bro.
End of us last week. And as I said, if we played that game 10 times, we might be 5 or 6 4.
Man, stop.
Which way? That's
stop.
Up last week, and we didn't do the things necessary to win, and score in the red zone, and come into this game, and we couldn't get an answer for cover 0, and we didn't score in the red zone. And you add those two things together.
Oh, boy, you are the king of not scoring in the red zone. So they played one coverage against this guy the whole game, and they could not figure this shit out. This y'all king right here. You Dak fanboy slurpees. This y'all king. A man who can't read zero coverage. God damn. A 10-year vet couldn't figure nothing out in the whole game to beat zero coverage. Man, you got to be shitting me.
You're gonna lose by, was it 8? I guess at the end of it by 8. And yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks, but it's the reality of the NFL. It's hard.
Down tonight.
Yo, that's enough. Y'all go check this out. Y'all want to look at the whole thing? I think it's like what? How long this shit is? It's like 9 minutes. I've had enough. This guy here, bro. Oh my goodness. How does this 10-year vet, top 5 elite, running up the MVP? Now was MVP this season. You see who he beat. Scrub defenses, player-wise, and it's mainly teams that he's familiar with. You mean to tell me this guy, his statue, how much he's paid, how long he's been in the league, still can't read zero coverage blitz? Oh my God. This is y'all king, man. This shit is bad. Oh shit. Let me see something here. Hold on. Let me see something. Let me go to this here. Okay, so this was when we played Minnesota, right? Let me see if let me come up out of that right there. All right, so this is when we played Minnesota, right? So our defense, they held Aaron Jones to 34 yards. He had 12 carries for 34 yards. Jordan Mason had 10 carries for 29 yards. We basically we stopped the run. Wasn't they saying, can the defense stop the run? So the defense stopped the run. Y'all know Aaron Jones would kill us when he played us, especially in Dallas. I think he got like almost 12 touchdowns versus us in like 3 games or some shit. Some shit like that. He ain't even scored that game. Their running back, neither one of their running backs scored this game. We had a turnover. We made stops. Hell, they even held goddamn Justin Jefferson in check. He ain't had but goddamn 2 receptions for 22 yards. Dak Prescott, 23 for 38, 294 yards, 0 touchdowns, bro. Meanwhile, Brandon Arby down here goddamn with goddamn 14 points, bro. 14 points. Let's see what Jalen Hurts did. Shit. Let's see what Jalen Hurts did, goddamn. Shit, Jalen Hurts, 19 for 23, 326 yards, 3 touchdowns, 158.3 QBR rating. So what the fuck was the difference between the defenses of the Vikings that Jalen Hurts went up against versus what Dak Prescott went up against? Is it no, JB? But look, the Philadelphia had 28, and Minnesota had 22, but Minnesota had outscored us 34-26. But goddamn, Brandon Arby outscored Dak Prescott in an offense, that number 1 offense that was making Dak MVP, but our kicker scored more points than him. If he would have showed up to the fucking party, we could have beat the Vikings. Shit, they scored the Eagles defense. They let Mason score on them. Mason nor Aaron Jones. Well, Aaron Jones didn't even play. Neither one of them. Their top 2 running backs did not score a touchdown versus us, and we held them well under 100 yards. Held them well under 100 yards. We even shut down Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson had 79 yards. So Jordan Addison wasn't a one-trick pony because he balled against the Eagles and he balled against us. He didn't score no touchdowns against the Eagles. But the point is that Dak Prescott supposed to be the supreme quarterback, this elite quarterback, this MVP quarterback with the number 1 offense with the best wide receiver duo in the league. couldn't do what Jalen Hurts did versus the Eagles. Versus the Vikings. The man have a perfect he had a 95 QBR, 95.4, but he had a perfect passer rating at 158.3. What was Dak Prescott's? He was 23 for 38, 294 yards, 0 touchdowns. Didn't contribute shit to the game. Didn't contribute a goddamn thing. He didn't contribute a goddamn thing to help out the defense. But yeah, it's the defense fault. It's the defense fault. He can't read zero coverage. And then the offensive line get blamed because he holding the ball too goddamn long. Yo, this JB the Cowboy fan. I appreciate y'all for listening to me. Like and subscribe to the channel. Let's go, Cowboys.
I'm glad. I will tell you this. If there's a human breathing that I've ever met that I'm proud that took advantage of me financially, I'm proud it's the one sitting to the right.
And Dak,
I guess in his mad scientist way, more people get to look at our brand and get to look at us, which at the end of the day benefits all of us.